Yes, yes, yo, this is Figub Brazlevič and yes, and we're from Berlin, two beat makers. Each is an individual. We're not a crew, but we're going together on tour because we like each other and it works really well. And yeah, so far we started. I started in 1996 when I was 13 years old, and I started to MC as well. I think the first track I ever made was a rap song with my friend, and I produced the beat. And so over the years, I realized that the production itself makes it more fun. And so I quit rapping or writing. And in Klaus' case, he's from North Berlin. I grew up in the south of Germany, and he's from North Berlin, Oranienburg, and his story is a total different. And yeah. So yeah, and my friend Klaus here, he started in 2008 making beats, started to freestyle rap and all this stuff. And in 2012, there was Redefinition Records from US, then with BEATS4MIND, and these guys were found a video on YouTube and contacted him, and this was the legacy of Klaus Layer so far. Beat making itself for me is the feeling is something. I'm band, you know. Normally, if you make music, before this drum computer came, there were people, you had a drum set, or you play the guitar, you play the bass, you play the keyboard, you play anything. As a beat maker, you are able to have a whole band in one computer. And this feeling is amazing because suddenly one person could create a whole band, yeah? And this feeling plus the sampling, what makes the hip hop we do mostly, it's a special sense. It depends on how you feel and how you like it by yourself, because there's so many beat makers in the world and everybody has a different style. Even me and him, we like the same music, but we got a different style. The feeling itself is just amazing to be able to create something like this, and now the feeling that we are here in Bogota together with the music we create, that's the best feeling you can ever have. Yeah, hip-hop is very big. Hip-hop became so big. I call it still hip-hop, urban music, whatever it is. It has so many different strings. The thing we do at the moment, or still do, is the music we like. And I think what is makes us special is that we have no compromises. We do really what we want, what we love. We don't compromise ourselves for the media, for the industry, for rappers. There's many people who like our music, the music we do, and I think our part is to keep like a certain music alive, because music is always alive. Rock music exists always, it's still happening. Just because it's not in the media doesn't mean that the music is not good, that people don't enjoy life, and that people have, The thing for me is that we try to create that music which kind of influenced us the most, and because of that reason I like to do what I do, and I would say that Klaus has the same feeling. We both consider ourselves as beat maker in kind of like a timeless thing. We both like the heavy ass drum sets. That's a certain trademark we have. I think that the main thing of this question is that we kind of both have our own trademark sound, and if you have that in between of 1 million beat makers around the world, you can be kind of lucky. So yeah, basically that's what we do. And also I have nowadays I do the mastering for Klaus Layer, and I do mix and master by myself, so I have the full control about my sound, and because I know what he wants to have, I'm able to create the sound for him as well. So this is their own trademark. This is what the feeling of ourselves in this beatmaking scene probably is the most worth it, and we call it kind of timeless. I mean, in Europe or in general, yeah, the beat makers, I think it's the beat makers itself. A lot of beat makers are, I would say, more shy people. They're not like rappers. They're not going on the stage like, yo, we're here. And I would say that the beat making itself in the last years became so popular that I could not say that it's not a big part anymore, because in the big scene, in the big industry, there's many producers already doing the stuff, and we got now our names, and we claim also more for it. I think it's a problem of the beat makers, the producers itself. that we allow too much things. Many rappers making money with beats we produce and they pay us nothing or like a little bit. And all that has a little bit to change, I think. The mentality of beat makers. Beat makers need to understand that they can live by themselves. They don't need a rapper. They don't need nobody nowadays. And if you got your trademark sound, you will bring it somewhere. So I would say that it's still the main person is still a rapper, and it's still like somebody who opens the mouth. And I think it's gonna be still like that. But we beat makers already have a really good time, and we cannot complain because there's already a Dr. Dre, and there's already a Pete Rock, and some other names. Even Dr. Dre is worldwide known, you know. But like in general, I think music, the beat making becomes a bigger part in the music industry in general, and it's about also how beat makers now evolved different styles. If you see Soft Daddy, if you see Blue Step from Germany, both guys, they 5-6 years ago they were more into that sampling stuff, and now they play a lot of stuff with moves and synthesizers. So they try to play their own style too, and so I think we're on a good way because it's not only the drum computer and only the samples anymore. It is much more synthesizing, much more creating self sounds, and I think through this process we will be able to get more respected in general. I think when it comes to the new ways of music nowadays with the internet and with the possibilities, the hardware, the software, everything is so easy. This is a crazy thing. The other side is very interesting because yes, much more people around the globe are able to produce beats, and so we got more people connecting in that through the internet, of course, which is a great gift and a great tool, I would say, because like we both are now here because of the music, and we love this new thing because I don't believe that it would be possible 20 years ago without the internet, without that we are able to come here and that people find our stuff. We didn't make any promotion for this gig, just our Insta and Facebook stuff. So it's a really good time for all of us at the moment, and I think the collaboration is on a high peak. Many people work together. I do a lot of stuff with technical development from UK. He's working with many artists from the US like Blue and Elvis Sensei and stuff like this. So we're able to be out in the world nowadays with all these new things. And I think the only thing which disturbs me personally, but this is my personal thing, is that I waited about 16 years until I dropped my first music because I wanted to be fucking dope from the beginning. And I really thought about my legacy. I think Klaus has kind of the same thing, that when he drops stuff, he knows what he wants to drop. I would say that most beat makers and people should take a deep breath and ask themselves if they're ready already, you know? Like, to make money, to be something is already okay, but can you provide dopeness? I would say that's the thing. That's the only thing we all should think about. Like, it doesn't matter if it's 1,000, 10,000 people more, it's about the flavor and the dopeness, I think. And if you keep that alive, the thing will grow and run all the time. Okay, actually the Europe scene. The Europe scene is big. I mean, now I have to say, because I travel the world, the whole world has the scene, right? Like, yes, I understand if people in Colombia, for example, don't have the same possibilities as we have in Germany, for example, because we got many cities. Yes, the whole income of people is probably more stable and stuff, so we have like a whole scene. It's actually super big because many US artists are going to Europe because they play tours, they have so many chances to play. There's so many beat makers in this 90s affiliated hip-hop nowadays, plus also modern stuff. I think Europe is somehow one of the places to be at the moment, definitely, because we have all them styles, we got everything, and we don't need the US anymore. That's not that important. So the Europe scene itself, especially for example in Germany, German rappers are getting millionaires, and they don't need French people or whatever, this German language. And so the scene is big, the scene is super active, and it's amazing actually what's going on at the moment, everywhere I would say, but Europe is amazing. This question is like, for me, I would say that yeah, I do live 100% of my music since 6 years, but this was a choice. I was broke before all the time, I never really worked, so I used to be broke, and I used to have no money before, and all the money I invested was for like gear or drugs back in the days. I had no time to travel, I had no money to travel, and so yeah, I do live 100% of my music, and I'm so happy for this actually. Klaus, I think personally, because we know each other now since a year very good, I personally think that he's able to do the same, but he has a job, so, and then his job takes kind of a lot of time, but it's a nice job too, because he works with kids, and so the point is at the moment to think about, because if we want to travel, he always needs to make sure that he got space to travel on vacation, and this kind of is a bit complicated because I think we both can really travel all the time, and I'm sure that Brazlevic is able to live 100% of the music as well. But we're on the process at the moment to make this possible. Because this guy is crazy, man, you know. I think we're in a really weird time because nowadays the whole industry changed again. There was once a big thing from vinyls to CDs, and then they tried it with mini disc, they tried it with anything. Then the internet came, there's the computer format, they found MP3 and stuff. I think the whole global future it depends on what's important, because the development at the moment of music, hip-hop music, or modern hip-hop music, it's not that there's really a cultural thing. I think it's a very egoistic time, to be honest. Everybody's kind of a partisan, you know, because all them brands and everybody is giving you the feeling like you love yourself, only you can do it, and all these things. It's really like if you work with a lot of brands, if you see what people are pushing at the moment, I'm not so happy about it, because there's not really like a community. It becomes like, I take my money out of this shit right now and I don't give a shit about the others. I say this is like a harsh sentence and I overdrive a little bit, but it's a bit dangerous for the culture and for the industry, because yeah, it's not that we should be like in the 90s. I don't want that at all. I don't even want to be always like this, but I think the global future, the scene itself, yeah, it's always everyday progress for each and every individual. It seems like there's not something like a book for it, you know? Like there's no rules. How do you make music? How do you respect the oldest? Do you have to respect the oldest? It's just like you should think about yourself. And at the moment, I think we got a problem because many old people say, the young cats, and the young cats don't understand why old people say that. So they are like, they don't give a fuck about that. But this is the big problem. This is what the old people don't see, because I think we are the problem, not the youngers. Because it's always the young people who want to do something new, who want to create. So it's about them, and it's about us to help them and to push them. So I don't want to say trap is shit, for example, because I make hip-hop music in another way, which is 90s affiliated and stuff. But the global scene itself, yeah, it's very dangerous to say something about it, because I don't see everything positive. But I don't want to just say negative things right now, because I live in this time, and I also want to live in the future very well, and I think that's what to say. So it's a different question, man. Difficult question.
To the eye opener, the skin tears away and rips apart. Psych alone in the movement, only visions held far from beginning. Finish line, it don't exist. All is all I keep.
BEATS4MIND.